Hello. You're tuning into the episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's second topic, Lamar Jackson speaks to the Ravens media. Look, I loved what this man had to say in this media conference, press conference, press room, whatever you want to call it. And the reason why is because I like personally when Lamar sets boundaries with people that do not have his best interests at heart. Now, look, I know on this channel we speak about Lamar a lot, and it's simple, really. He's the MVP, he's the quarterback, and he's the second best player in all of football. But because of those things, a lot of times, because he hasn't succeeded, he's always being humble, real nice, kind to the media, stuff like that. And some of them try to take advantage of it. And I don't know if you guys remember, because I don't like it, Jamison Hensley. Remember one time when he had said something. I remember Lamar got mad at one of the fans, berating him after a game. And he finally responded. The fan got what he wanted after the game. And he responded with a little bit of vulgarity. Not even a little bit, it was a lot. I'm just going to be real. I got to be real. And Jamison, out of the people, tried to run with it and say, you had a homophobia statement. And Lamar was like, you serious right now? Like, you trying, that's all I can say, and take it from there. So I like that he's giving them a little bit of a, lines, drawing lines in the stand. And y'all might be wondering what I'm saying. Check this out. I'm going to read it to you because I would play the audio, but let me tell you something right now. The audio from the interview was absolutely noisy. Like, all you hear is kids in the background like, ah! So I was like, bro, how am I even going to shoot? Come on now, man. So I'm going to read some of this stuff. And shout out to Sarah Ellison, who typed out some of the stuff on Twitter and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? For people like me who could just read it off to you. And this is what he had to say to Jamison. And Sarah wouldn't even point that it was Jamison. She just put the reporter. And it goes, Lamar, over the years, it seems that illnesses have kind of kept you out of some practices over the years. Have you kind of thought, why have these things happened? And Lamar was like, yeah, man, I be thinking that sometimes because in Louisville, I never got sick. I was never sick. But it comes and goes. And then the reporter goes, you don't think it's something chronic or anything going on? And then Lamar responds and goes, no, Dr. Jamison, no. And then the reporter goes, well, I'm concerned about you. He's like, yeah, appreciate that. Oh, my God. I'm so petty. Oh! And I'm glad Lamar finally is too. But no, he did address other things that really needed to be addressed in this. And he talked about the offensive line and people fighting for their spots. He said, look, I can't really look at what they're doing, but I know those guys are grinding, right? But he got picked off 4 times by, I believe it was Marlon Humphrey. And he was saying, like, look, this defense is looking like the old school defense. Like, they're flying around, they're hitting people, they're jawing, like they're talking smack. Like, this defense is looking amazing. And look, I don't care what anybody says. If you're doing it against backups, well, they're backups. But if you're still doing what you're doing against the MVP, well, that means the defense is feeling themselves, and rightfully so. They're making plays on the receivers, plays on the tight ends, plays on the running back, batting down passes, picking off the ball, and that's exactly what we want to hear with all this hoopla of losing Mike Macdonald. Now, look, Mike Macdonald was great, magnificent. He's better than what I thought he was going to be. See, that's the difference with me. If I tell you something, I'll tell you exactly how I felt. Mike Macdonald ended up being way better than what I ever thought he was going to be. Way better. I said, look, I hope the best for him. But this is looking like another Harbaugh hire. So I was hoping, like, look, man. And he came in, first year was shaky, and second year literally blew the doors off. He was outstanding. Like, literally outstanding. So that's why I give love. It's like, hey, what are we going to look like without him? Zach Orr and them is coming in and saying, we got a lot to prove. We got a lot to prove, because at the end of the day, guys, I want everyone to understand this. No matter how good you are, you're restarting the process when training camp starts. No matter how good you are, no matter how dominant you were the year before, that was last year. Doesn't count for anything for this year. I don't give a crap if you were a Super Bowl champion last year. Nothing. You're not bringing that into this year. You're restarting the let's see if we can win a championship process all over again. So when I hear even like people like Lamar talking, they're asking, where you at and stuff like that. Listen, I'll put money on it. If Lamar was on a call with me and I'm like, yo, L, check this out. Are you where you want to be, like really right now and everything else right now and everything else? He's going to say no. He's going to say, this is a process, bro. I'm telling you that's what he's going to say. He's like, real talk, this is a process. I'm nowhere where I want to be yet. Because guess what? I grow, I change as the season progresses. Players grow. Like, you have to adjust. There's injuries. Everybody injured at the end of the year. You have to become adaptable to certain situations. O-linemen might go down. Your receivers might go down. Tight end might go down. You have to, you know what I'm saying? So you grow based on week by week and what's given to you throughout those weeks by the end of the season. He ain't where you want to be. But darn it, he's out there. And this defense is looking dominant. We got our MVP quarterback out there. And look, like I said before, if Lamar could still be, which I know he's going to be until the time he's retired, a top player in this league with a top defense, we have a shot every year. Every year. Even if he's not playing top 2 football, we still have a shot. Especially now that you have Derrick Henry that can alleviate some of the responsibilities of Lamar Jackson. Now look, the previous video I touched on Isaiah Likely. And I heard some people saying like, look, I think Lamar talked to them and said, hey, look, well, you have a player that's that talented that could be in a room with Mark Andrews, who's one of the best players in his position in the league, and he's soaking everything up, great things are going to happen. And listen, I'm telling you guys right now, I'm doubling down. Even if there's no injuries, I expect a huge impact from Likely this year. But if there is an injury, it's funny how I'm talking about injury because the next episode tomorrow is going to be on that, right? To any of these wide receivers, because we got a little injury scare to one of our top guys, or supposedly top guys, today. And if anything does happen, God forbid, during the regular season, he is going to be the force that is going to take over for that person. And I'm telling you guys, it's going to be magical. Lamar trusts him. The coaching staff. It's one thing to say Lamar trusts you. It's a whole other thing to say also that the coaching staff now trusts you. And not only trusts you, but is willing to use you. Because, look, we've seen guys here, and the coaching staff is like, yo, what are they doing? Using. It's like Lamar's like, bro, I believe in him. You know what I'm saying? But they're not willing to use him. They're not willing to trust him yet. Everybody seems to be on this Isaiah Likely train. So it's more than likely that he's going to have a breakout season this year. It wouldn't surprise me if Likely ends up with 1,000 receiving yards. Wouldn't surprise me. Especially if they start splitting him out wide. Imagine going heavy. You have one receiver on the field and then splitting Likely out wide when the other team's in their base package, which is usually 2 linebackers. Some of them is 3 linebackers. Base packages. 2 safeties, 2 corners. You know what I'm saying? 4 down linemen. Just saying, guys. I listen. Like I said before, I was laughing during this whole press conference thing because Lamar is literally doing exactly what I was wishing he would do. And our guys, and what he's saying about our team, it sounded like guys are getting after it. They're not resting on their laurels of last year. Like, oh, we were so close, AFC Championship game. No, they're like, bro, we got a lot more that we want to accomplish. And they're like, bro, we're taking this day by day. There is no shortcuts. None. Regardless if our QB's there or not, there's no shortcuts. This is a team effort, and I'm loving that they are adopting that mindset. Truly love it, man. Truly love it. But what do you guys think? Were you laughing when Lamar Jackson trolled Jamison Hensley? And also, how do you feel with him showing so much belief in the defense, especially with Mike McDonald being gone? And third, how do you feel about his belief in Isaiah Likely moving forward? Let me know what you think down in the comment section, all right? But as always, that's the episode of The Wunderkind Show! Thank you for watching. And now we get down, we have fun, and we laugh, but everything we talk about rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment. You don't love the comments. If you've not done so already, check out The Wunderkind Show's Patreon. Yes, 3 tiers of content, goodness, way via consumption. Give it a look, give it a try. Let me know what you think. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, help out with equipment and such stuff like that, bottom of the screen, QR code. QR code's to a Cash App. Cash App's located in the description of every video that we do. Name of it is $, The Wunderkind Show. Super easy. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Dr. signing off. And as always, you know my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Huh? Yeah.
Finish him, Daddy.
Ah!